This is your girl Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. Thank you all for joining me on this live collective reading where we're going to tap into the energies for all of you singles out there. So, if you're single and you're interested in looking for love, we're going to get you some guidance and we're going to see what your spirit guides want you to hear as it relates to your love life. Keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot, so these messages could resonate for your past, present, or future. Also, in these readings, the roles could be reversed, so only take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. I've already blessed the deck collective, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Spirit, tell me about the collective singles. The collective singles. What is the current energies surrounding those watching this video that are single? What is the current energy surrounding them at this time? We have the Emperor. We have the Death in the reverse. And we have the Page of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Many of you all collective are focusing on your career, your stability. I'm noticing that a lot of you guys could be leaders, managers, bosses, work in the industry where people look up to you. But when it comes to your love life, I think that's where things fall short. And this has a lot to do with the fact that you keep replaying the past memories. And as you reflect about the past, I think what you're doing is indirectly, you're creating this narrative in your mind that I can't trust love. I can't trust people. Someone may be out here to hurt me. You may flirt a little, right? Some of you guys could be on dating apps, sending messages, DMs, but there is a definite blockage with mindset. Definite blockage with mindset. What am I getting this devil card for? Okay. And that is kind of putting you in a space of focusing more on your career, your money, your stability, your goals versus love. Yeah. If you were in a relationship in your past that caused your finances to suffer, caused you to be in lack, this is a time for you to redeem yourself. Get yourself better, to feel better about yourself. I feel like no matter the gender, it doesn't matter if you're a feminine or a masculine watching. This is you collective saying, this is my redemption. I'm going to look out for me. But you're also creating a lot of burdens and stress in your life because you're not totally satisfied in love. Now, I do see your career blossoming. I do see you guys doing well as these leaders, as these people that can make it on your own, have a lot of success. But mindset has to shift. If you're watching this video, you could be someone who, is a go-getter, ambitious, even have a sense of a bit of hyper independence. But love is still in development. So I think where we need to take this reading next is asking Spirit, what could the collective do in order to attract love and attract the right partner for them? Let's look at it. Spirit, give you a little bit about the collective, what they can do to attract the right type of love in their life right now in this moment. Temperance, the Fool, and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath the deck, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, you got to drop your guard. You got to drop your guard, collective. You're so guarded right now. You're so guarded. So much fear when it comes to, like I say in the beginning of the reading, someone's going to eventually hurt me. Someone's eventually going to take advantage of me. I see it. But that's not true. Not necessarily. But you're saying, no, Mika, as soon as I put myself out there, as soon as I try to move forward, then these people are going to piss me off. They're going to hurt me. They're going to do something to me. I already know it. I've tried it. I've tried. All these years, I've tried this mess. And every single time these people play in my face and I'm tired. But have you tried a different approach? Or are we doing the same thing? Clarity, focus. You have it in you, collective, to have those clarity, focus, ambition. And you definitely have the ability to manifest what you want in your love life. But here is the thing that I think a lot of you guys need to know and a lot of you guys need to hear. Love doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey. And you would only be self-sabotaging yourself if you don't explore this journey by navigating through your love life with focus, with determination and patience. You got to really take the risk. Love is a risk. And I'm going to be honest, sometimes the risk is not as bad as you think. So, what are you scared of? And what can you learn from your past experiences so you don't repeat the same cycle over and over again? That's what you need to kind of focus on. I think that's the message here. Let's see what else we got. Good morning, Shay. Good morning, Angel. Divine timing. When it comes to single spirit, tell me who is coming towards the collective? Collective singles. Who is coming towards singles now until the end of September 2025? Who is coming towards singles in love and romance? We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Five of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Hierophant in the reverse. This is someone who's been through a lot. I'm getting a lot of experiences that are very difficult in their life. And so it's almost like a mirror image of everything that I've just pretty much said, collective. And I think what your spirit guides are going to do is put you through some type of karmic test. It's a test of you realizing that fear is going to continue to hold you back. This is someone that I feel is A karmic test. Why would they be sending this person to the collective? So you can change your direction. You know what it is? You guys keep doing the same thing. Admit it. You keep going towards the same type of people every single time. You keep attracting the same type of energy because your frequency does not change. So until you learn the karmic lesson of what you're doing wrong, which is holding on to people from your past, some of you, right? Literally holding on to the energy of people from your past, then guess what? You're going to get another karmic lesson. You got to release it and you got to move different. That's what I'm hearing. You got to release it and you got to move different, or someone's going to come in with a very similar type of vibe. Now, I've been reading tarot for a very long time, been, studying spirituality, and I will say this is very normal. This is typically what happens when you're in a space of struggling to change how you move, how you view relationships. When you have that lack mentality, well, I'm never going to find love. And, everything I just said earlier. And so this is a reading for someone out here who needs to hear this message. This is like an urgent message to kind of shake you up and say, hey, you got to change it up. You got to look at higher frequencies. You got to vibe higher in love. And you know what it is? A lot of you guys are leading with your success instead of leading with just looking at someone's character. You're leading with, well, if this person makes me feel good, I'll snatch it up instead of looking at the whole character, the whole person. And then we settle for breadcrumbs. We settle for bare bone minimum. But also, what are we doing within our own space and energy to improve our looks, our standards, the way we carry ourselves, the way we think about ourselves? Because you radiate how you feel about yourself. And most women, in order to exude confidence and beauty and that aura of attraction, you got to feel attractive. You got to feel beautiful, fellas. You got to feel confident. You got to feel secure. And if you're not feeling that, then at that point, you know for a fact, collective, you're not ready for love, or you're not feeling confident. And then people see that and they feel that energy. And then you attract the users, the narcissists, the toxic individuals, because they know you become desperate for love. We got to get out of that lack mindset and get to that abundant mindset in love and say, I am worthy. I am love. I exude love. I love myself. And a lot of you guys will say, well, yeah, I do love myself. I do like how I look. But the tower keeps falling, y'all. So what's happening? What do we got to change? Spirit, what do we got to change? We got to be clear about what we want. Be super specific. Pray for it. Call it in. Create a list. Create a vision board. Ladies, my husband must have these standards, these character traits. I'm not talking about their looks and preferences. I'm talking about character. They got to be a man of God. They got to be a man of value. They got to be a man that is stable. And you can't let up on some of these standards. Fellas, they got to be a woman of class. They got to be a woman that has a nurturing, giving spirit. That's a team player. That's a supportive partner. You know, what do you want? Call it in, pray for it. and hold that close to your chest. Yes, but be clear. A lot of you guys don't even know. Some of you guys have never even really thought about this. You just go out and date blindly, and then it's like, okay, well, this person shows me some love and some attention, so let me go for it. And Spirit is saying, no, that's not the way. There's more spiritual tests that have to happen about you learning the value of a reciprocal relationship. You're always found in relationships, collective. If you're watching, you're always in relationships where you're being taken for granted. And that's why. If you're watching this video, listen, you are not getting what you deserve because you're settling. You got to rise up and you got to put yourself out there. All right. I'm not going to be on this thing all morning, y'all. I got to start my day. But I get a lot of people that watch this channel that are singles, and I know you guys get frustrated in love, but you got to get out there, go to events, get involved in the community, be seen, stop staying on the dating apps, get out there, exude that energy. Stop moving in silence and hiding out. You gotta break out of your shell. A lot of you guys are not happy where you are, and your looks, your health. It's lack of confidence somewhere in there. I don't know what it is. I'm reading for so many people. But I promise you, even if you don't feel good about yourself, you're still going to get attention. But this type of attention, when you're in this type of energy, is not always good. That's where you got to raise your vibration and frequency before you put yourself out there. So, yeah, Four of Wands, Three of Swords in the reverse, and the Hangman. You got to let go of the past marriage, the past relationship that failed, the past live-in relationship. Because whatever you've experienced in your past, you're still holding on to. And remember, I said this reading is not gender specific. This is men or women, whoever's watching this video. Now, on this channel, I talk a lot to the women because I have mostly women viewers. But this applies to everyone. And the beauty about being a feminine is you are a gatekeeper. The men pursue you and you choose if you let them in. The man proposes to you and you choose if you accept their offer. The man tries to earn that time in the bedroom and you decide if you let them have access to your later parts. You see what I'm saying? You are the gatekeeper. So I speak a lot to the women because women, you have a lot more power than you give yourself. And men need to see you standing in confidence to navigate through this relationship in a divine feminine energy. A divine feminine energy is a woman that knows her worth, knows her value, has standards, solid on her own, but a lot of you women are moving in masculine energy and being providers, being pursuers. You're moving in masculine, and then thus you're attracting feminine men, weak men. Men that's cowards, men that's users, men that just wants to use you, right? Because you're already exuding this power and abundance. And so you're encompassing more masculine, but we have both masculine and feminine in each of us. So that's why there's no gender in tarot, because one day you may be more masculine, the next you may be more feminine, everybody. But the point I'm trying to make in this reading, and I think the message that a lot of you guys need to hear, collective, which is why we're here and doing this energy check-in, is that there's something particular that needs to shift within you, not external, because when you do the work internal, then you attract the right external outcomes. When you put that focus and that drive into that business and your career and taking care of yourself, you have the outward results. The money starts trickling in, the success starts happening. You've already accomplished that. But when we get to love, ladies, you got to exude the feminine. You got to soften it up. You're not running a relationship. You are pampered and pretty, and you're receiving a man's security and protection and generosity. Soft life. Soft life. You see what I'm saying? Soft life, ladies. I'm saying again, soft life. Stop living a hard life and stressing yourself out and getting your hormones all thrown out of whack because you're trying to treat a relationship like a business. You're trying to tell the man what to do. You're trying to call him out. Then see, if you got to do all that and you got to tell a man how to be a man, then they not a man. They a boy. They're a page. Fellas, all right. There's a lot of y'all men watching that are good men. But the reason why you are falling short is because you don't exude this confidence within you to say, I'm good enough to get that good woman. So because this woman looks good and she's showing me affection, I'm going to settle. I'm going to settle for this woman that dogs me out, that uses me. I'm a good man, but I don't feel confident enough to go for that good woman. All right. It goes both ways, guys. This is a reading for both genders. I've had some of y'all in the comments trying to get to a whole gender thing. Yeah. It's not about that. It's about internal work, spiritual work, being in tune with what you want to attract, because thoughts become things and the way you carry yourself is how you're going to attract. Now, I got to close the reading. We're going to close the reading with some oracles. Let's see. Y'all got me preaching this morning. Bree done caught, look, Bree done caught the Holy Ghost. Hey! Good morning, DP. Good morning. Good morning, Shay. Good morning, Libra. All right, let's do this. Spirit, tell me a little bit about the collective. Overall, what does the collective need to do moving forward after all this information came out? In a nutshell, sum it up for me, Spirit. Break it on down. All right, here we go. If you didn't get something you really wanted at this time, if you feel stuck or you feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. But it's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you're asking for now. Woo! Ain't that the divine timing I'm talking about right there? You got to call it in so you can be blessed with what you're asking for. Divine timing. It says, I'll read it one more time for the folks in the back. If you didn't get something you really wanted at this time, which is love, right? If you feel stuck or feel like things are not going according to your plans, Know that something bigger and better is coming. It is now. Don't give up now. It's going to come, but it's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you're asking for now. It's not time yet. Y'all not ready for it. Y'all ain't ready. I told y'all that. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. And when you do the work on you, on your confidence, on how you feel about yourself, you attract. Now, ladies, you got to look homely. You can't look like you for the streets. You can't look like you about to pop, lock, and drop it, okay? You not gonna look like you about to go into someone's club. You looking like you going over somebody's mama's house, okay? To meet mama. You need to look like you going to church or you got class, okay? A guy will not come and talk to you if you look like you for the streets. Fellas, if you out here and you look like you a child, a grown child, and you're not a put together man, you was walking around sagging, got jeans on, you look broke, busted, and disgusted. I need you to get some grown man in you. I need you to change your wardrobe, change the way you approach women, and I need you to build confidence within you to really be in tune with that man, a real man, a provider and a protector. You got to get into the mindset. I am a provider. I am a protector. I am a king. I am an emperor. Okay? Give me something on this, spirit. Yeah. Get your emotions, your heart chakra open. Ultimately, you're so closed off, collective, and we talked about that. Get yourself open to love. And don't let people take advantage of your kind hearts, your kind nature, and your generosity, which we've kind of mentioned that already. All right, y'all, I'm gonna stop the reading right there. Of course, this is a collective read for no particular sign, but it is a general read. So if you guys would like for me to dive deep into your unique situation, provide me a personal reading. I would love to do your personal readings. Links are down in the description box below. Thank you all so much for watching this morning. I hope you guys have a productive Thursday. I have a very busy day ahead. So I just knocked out a couple of personals this morning. So check your email if you booked a personal, and then I have some more to do this evening. So we'll see. I may come on later, I may not, but if not, I hope to see you guys on Friday. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday. Take care. Namaste. Thanks for watching.